In this short video, I'm going to reveal to you how you can get her back. Is it really over? Can you get her back? No, it's not over. Yes, you can get her back. Why am I so confident about this? First and foremost, it's due to female psychology, which is, when it comes to relationship, has evolved differently than how it happened for men. For women, anytime she makes a choice to be with a man, her whole body, her whole nervous system, her whole brain is wound up for a very, very long term. Because for her genes, every sexual encounter is an encounter that can end up in a project of raising a child for 18 years or even longer in our case, in our society. So they never just, even if on the level of mind, they just said, oh, it was a fling, oh, it was nothing. When the choice was made once, the body, the mind, the nervous system, everything got a signal, okay, this is it. So she cannot just erase it, she can ignore it, but once there was a commitment, it's always there. She cannot erase it completely. Just like most memories that we have can be revealed, we cannot just forget them completely, they're stored deep down in our subconscious. Same goes for our connections to people, especially deep connections with commitment. Now, she may say the opposite right now. She may say that it wasn't serious, I realized you're not the one, I never loved you, or you did something that makes it impossible for us to be with each other, or I thought you were somebody else. Here's what all of those phrases are. Those are from the mind. Those are rationalizations. And she can rationalize her choices, she can rationalize her surface level feelings. But on a deeper level, the love for you is still present. She cannot just remove it, she can only ignore it. But can she ignore it for long? If you do nothing, she can ignore it for long, and the more time passes, the easier for her it will be to feel and maybe get more committed or connected to that other relationship that she is in, if she's in another relationship, or she may be seeking a relationship. But if it happened a year ago, 2 years ago or less, there is still that spark inside, and it's very easy, but at the same time very hard, but let me show you why it's easy and hard at the same time, to get her back to that state. Let's do an experiment right now so you would understand it better. Close your eyes and remember the moment when you were together and there was this powerful openness and you realized she is the one and she realized you're the one, and like this was the moment when there are pretty much no borders between the two of you. You kind of became one thing. You remember that? Notice how that feeling is coming back, how longing for that is coming back. Okay, open your eyes. The good news is, if you engage her in the same memory, she will experience the same longing. Now, if you'll try to force it, then she, of course, will resist. But if you do it subtly, through conversation, and you don't do it like I did now, directly, okay, close your eyes, focus on that stuff, but you do it so she doesn't even notice, and you do it many, many times, it will come up to the point that it will be her main obsession, to get back to that closeness, to get back to what it was. And you know that obsession. Probably that obsession brought you here to this video. All we're going to do is engineer the same thing with her. The difference is that your mind also agrees. You don't have the blocks of, oh, I made a decision, or I have those problems with it, but she has them. But I'll show you the way around them. And even if right now she blocked you on social networks and messenger platforms and phones, and she said, never contact me anymore, ever again, there is a way around that. And even if she said a lot of things that make it seem that there is no chances, never believe what people say about their feelings. We don't know what we feel deep down. We kind of understand surface level stuff, but deep down is very hard to understand. So she doesn't know. She may not have been even lying when she said, oh, we're through, I feel nothing about you. But that's certainly not the case, because you cannot just take the love away. She can not feel it anymore because it's numb right now, but deep down that love is still there. The one that we just experienced, the one that you just experienced, yeah, that thing is there for her too. And once we make it strong enough, all those little thoughts that she has, complications, grudges that she holds against you, that other guy if he is present in the picture, your previous behavior that she cannot forgive, like maybe you've cheated on her, or you were the guy, you were the one who broke up. Sometimes that happens, that you made that decision, but now you regret it. All of that becomes irrelevant because the feeling is so strong. So this is reason number one why I think that it's not over and that you can get her back. Reason number two is just simple experience. I've been doing this for the last 12 years. I started doing it in my home country as a coach, people seeing me. And then when internet became more prominent in everyone's lives, I went global. And now through my courses, trainings, programs, all around getting people back together, more than 75,000 people came through it. And right now the success rate is extremely high. We're around 90% range. That wasn't the case in the beginning, but I've tried many things and I found things that work in most cases. In fact, it would work in all cases if, let's say, people would do exactly what I tell them. But if you do exactly what I tell you, the chances are extremely high. And another reason why it's so possible to do is because we live in the world of text communications. We text each other, and it's pretty much impossible to ignore a message if one needs to send it. I mean, even if she blocked you, we have a special message crafted that leads to her forgiving you and giving you another chance, and all you need is find another SIM card or like another account, to reach out to her once with this message, and it will not create the miracle of her coming back to you, but it will create the first step of you talking to each other again, her just giving you a chance. But all you need is that foot in the door. And then gradually, one message a day, one message in 2 days, I will lead you and her through steps, and she will not even see those steps. For her, it will be you getting back together naturally, right? So first it will be, oh, we're talking again. Then it will be, yeah, I message my ex sometimes and he messages me, nothing serious. Then it will be, why didn't he message me today? I'm kind of miss it. Next thing, I don't know, like, I kind of keep thinking about him again. And then it's going to be, oh, I can't stand it anymore. We're not together again, but let's at least have sex sometimes. And there will be some sexual encounters. And then that sex becomes addictive and it becomes more often. And then she decides, okay, I'm staying the night, like we're together again. I've seen that happen over and over and over again. And, you know, there are obstacles, but those obstacles can be overcome. So you could be in another town or another city or another country. That was a problem before we could do it through text, but now it isn't. you can get to the point of passion by crafting the right words, crafting the right texts that she will fly over or drive over, whatever is the case. You just have to do things gradually and do things right. And I'll show you what to do exactly. And sometimes complications are divorce can be involved. But the good thing is that divorce is just a piece of paper. You can say, yeah, we're still divorced. And if you go through steps slowly, instead of trying to convince her, which I'm sure you tried, let's give it another chance and getting a no, you kind of slowly, carefully get her through the stages. This idea of I still sleep with my ex-husband and then there is a remarriage happens much more often than people think. In fact, according to San Diego State University, every fifth remarriage is actually remarriage to the same person they divorced. So think about it. So for 5 people, every fifth person who marries again after a divorce marries the same person that they divorced. So this is a much common occurrence. We're just making sure that it happens to you. And the complication can be that other guy. We actually use this complication as an advantage. Let me explain how. We make you the forbidden fruit. She shouldn't be with you. She should be with that other guy. But oh my God, I shouldn't be doing this, but I really want to. Like there's a play on that. And if you think women don't like this feeling, they don't get addicted to that feeling, oh, like I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm meeting my ex anyway. Read their, like, the romance novels that are being sent to them that's always about forbidden fruit. So just because she's with another guy and she will at first say, well, I don't want to cheat on him, will make it so seductive that she won't be able to stop herself. So that's how it works. Yes, you start with sexual passion, then you access the love, but actually you access the love and sexual passion kind of at the same time. And once both those things, that's like the two kind of hormones, the oxytocin and noradrenaline, both are pumping in her blood, like just massively, she won't be able to stop herself. Like, and all those reasons in her mind go out of the window. Because when people are in love, they don't think about, the complications, right? So this is what we're going to engineer. Anything that happens with people naturally, randomly, can also happen by design. And every person in advertising or sales knows that. And it can also be done in relationship. But you may say, but I don't want it to be fake. But it's not fake. As we started in the beginning, it's a real feeling of love and loneliness that she has. We just need to amplify it. Now, amplifying will be deliberate, but there is nothing fake or manipulative about it. Well, it is manipulative, but we're going to do ethical manipulations. We're going to do influence and persuasion. So how are we going to do that? Now, my goal is to help as many people as I can, because if I look at what's happening to couples and families in everywhere in the world, in Europe, in North America, in all continents, even those that we think are like more tradition and family oriented, divorce is more and more common, breakups are more and more common, and they usually end up with 2 unhappy people. And I want there to be more happiness in the world, less suffering. So I want to help as many people as possible. And hence the idea is to make it A, accessible to many people, B, cheap enough so people can get it. Now, I'm not going to do it for free, because otherwise, A, you won't be that committed. There has to be a symbolic fee for you to really get narrowed down and really work on it. And 2, I want this website, this program, this system to continue. The people who are supporting this, the support staff, the coaches that help inside the members area, everybody to get paid. So there will be a fee, but it's going to be a fee that will surprise you, actually, how low it is for getting the love of your life back into your life for real and you being together a loving couple. It will be really low. Let's take a normal price of a relationship coach. Usually it's around $200, $300 per hour. And how many hours will that relationship coach charge? Or maybe you go to a psychologist, they will charge you maybe $150 per hour, but they will work on your childhood. No chances of getting her back, trust me. They will just psychoanalyze you and find traumas that are there or not there and work on them. That's easier for them, right? But those hours build up and you end up paying thousands and thousands of dollars. And my hour, if we would work one-on-one, would be $500. I have clients who pay that. But I want you to succeed no matter if you have that money or not. That is why I created a system which is a series of videos like this one. I'm sure you already got some value, got some ideas. Every video is very powerful and it goes through all those steps that we just described in vigorous details with specific text messages, specific things to do in every case, starting from what to do if she still ignores you, what to do when you're in bed together, how to flirt over text, how often to send the text, if she doesn't answer, what do you do then? I mean, like, for example, that email that we talked about, or that text message that breaks the ice if she ignored you, you don't have to send it by internet. You can also send it by simple mail, that works too. Or even you can send it by courier, so she had to hand receive it and sign for it. So there is so many things about every step that if you have a question about what about my unique situation, there is this unique thing. Since I have been working on this for 12 years and thousands of couples all over the world, this is also covered. Trust me, I know. And we will deal with it. You will get her back. If you just do what I tell you, go through the steps, you will get her back. Now, think about it. How much would you pay for getting her back? What do you think is the price? Now, look on the screen. Is this a fair price? I think yes. Because it's like way less than 1 hour with any relationship coach or psychologist, and you get the whole deal. You get the whole system, the whole process. And also inside the secret members area, well, you are going to go through those videos and implement those things and download the text to send her and just copy and paste. You will also have access to my coaches. There will be a way to work with my coaches, so they work on your specific situation. There will be other support systems there, other videos, trainings, courses. You get access to that. Some are free, some are paid, but it's all very reasonable. But even if you just purchase this one-time system and you pay once, you will be amazed with how many things are included there, and you will see that it's enough. Yes, it will take some time. It will take from a month to 2 months, depending on how you deal with it. And you are not risking anything at all. Because for the first month, if you are not happy with the result, you can ask for money back, and I do give money back. 1 to 1.5% of people do ask for money back, and I'm absolutely fine with it because I think it's a very small amount of people. But most people are happy with the results because you will see immediate progress. The step that you're going to do next, that you take from the program, will establish a much more open relationship with her. Because even though our situations are all different, our nervous system is the same, the hormones are the same, the love is the same, and it's there. And those things work universally, but they're not intuitive. And I'm also worried that if you don't go with my system and you just find random stuff on YouTube or online, you will get bad advice. And there is a lot of bad advice there. There is bad advice that you just this no contact rule, where you need to just wait for 30 days and magic will happen. Somehow for the 30 days that you don't communicate, she will miss you dearly, and like she will just come running back to you because you were silent for 30 days. Never seen it work. It only works when the fight was so intense that you need her to cool down. But after she cooled down, you still need to do the work. And they don't specify the work. I think they're just hoping that in 30 days you will call off. That's why they're advising it. And there is so many advice like this, which is goes from two extremes. One, just be a douchebag with her. Another is actually try to solve things as if you're in a therapy session, like with a counselor, but usually it's too late for that. So my system actually worked because 12 years of working with couples all over the world are put into this. I know what I'm doing, and I do want to help, because I know that a man is truly happy and a woman is truly happy when the love is shared, when it's a couple, when it's a unity. And if you have children or plan for children, they need two parents being together. It's important. Even if they're adult children or they're very young, it doesn't matter. More family, more connection, more happiness, and less suffering in the world. So let's get her back, and in the process, let's make the world a better place. So if you want to continue, if you want to get her back with my help, all you need to do is enter your name and your email in the form that you see below this video. Click on the button. You will see a payment page. It's a standard online payment. I'm sure you did payments online before. You take care of the payment and you get individual login and password, your personal login and password to the secret area on this website. In this secret area, you will get access to many materials, videos, text, and other resources that are guaranteed to get her back. And you start doing those things and you will see result. In the rare case you won't see result, you can ask for money back and I will refund it, no questions asked. And you may say, well, how can I just trust the guy internet? What if you don't refund it? First and foremost, the payment system that I'm using obliges me to refund in the first 30 days. So you can either contact me or them. You're getting a refund in any cases. I also want to warn you that the price you've seen on the screen is a temporary price. It's a discounted price. It's obviously very low for such an amount of work and the results that you're going to get. So you should act now before the price raises, but more importantly, you should act now before you make more mistakes. Because when you feel a lot of pain and you reach out to her again and you text her and she reads it, you usually, just by my experience, are making things worse. You either fight more or she doesn't say anything but she cringes inside. We don't want that. We want completely different experience for her. We don't want her to cringe. We want her to long for you. So let's do that. Enter your name, email, click the button, take care of the payment, and in the next video I'm going to tell you what to do right away to see how much closer you can become in an instant. And together we will get her back.